And we're back at Laurel Park. Supreme Blessing, Coral Summer on the inside as Fearless Lassie takes early position third up close, and splitting them now is Fearless Lassie moving up on the inside of Supreme Blessing and taking an early lead. Fearless Lassie from Supreme Blessing leads 3/4 of a length. Then it's My Way or Else and Coral Summer down to the inside. Moonlight Miss is in the second flight 3 path. Meet Michelle on the outside, and Lucky Ember is 7th and last. 7 lengths from front to back. So Fearless Lassie at a moderate clip leads 3/4 of a length. Supreme Blessing is in pursuit second. Another 3 back. And the outside there now third, clearly third, is My Way or Else, and Meet Michelle is in fourth. Coral Summers to the back of the pack now, dropping back, and Moonlight Miss is in between horses, and Lucky Ember still at the tail of the field. Supreme Blessing has taken a narrow lead, but Fearless Lassie counters right back as they head to the quarter pole at the top of the stretch now. Supreme Blessing, a narrow lead. Fearless Lassie fighting on the inside to second. My Way or Else off that rail in third. Into the stretch now, and it's Supreme Blessing set down. Supreme Blessing, a determined Fearless Lassie on the inside, giving all. Up the inside is Coral Summer in third. Supreme Blessing in front and holding sway. Supreme Blessing, Yomar Ortiz opening up 2.5 lengths. Fearless Lassie second. Coral Summer was third, and Meet Michelle. Then My Way or Else. One minute, 25.78. 7 for they're in line. And they're off. Little bumping at the start there for Left Blank. Shuffled back to the back of the pack. Le Peace Treaty out first and opens the lead. Le Peace Treaty up top from Voltamore, who's taken the second spot. Then the outside is Mr. J. McKay in third, and Transfer the Funds is in fourth. Rip it to the fire outside fifth, working forward. Only 4 to 5 lengths off the speed, and Leave 'em Loaded is next. Inside of that one is Honor My World as they move into the turn run. Here is the favorite, Emphasize, saving ground now, about 7 or 8 off the pace. Outside is Imagine Neverland in the 2 path. And back second last position is Left Blank and Nth Power at the tail of this group. Only about 14 lengths from first to last as they move down the backstretch. And the leader is Le Peace Treaty. Le Peace Treaty from Baltimore second. Mr. J. McKay and Rip It on the outside is fourth. And then it's a gap of about 4 lengths. And Honor My World is in fifth. Then back to Transfer the Funds and Leave 'em Loaded. Now here is Emphasize, who's still double digits from the front, and they're followed by Imagine Neverland and Left Blank, and Nth Power is last, heading on to the far turn run. So into the turn now, and Mr. J. McKay going to go on with it with Rip It on the outside. They left Baltimore back in third position. Honor My World is next in fourth. Then the outside is Transfer the Funds in fifth. Now emphasize, still about 11 to 12 to make up and ridden along. Left blank starting to run on. Left blank with a surging run on the outside under a drive well 4 wide. They're at the top of the stretch. And Mr. J. McKay turns in from Rip It and Baltimore coming back for more. Transfer the funds on the far outside. They're followed by left blank with a furlong left to go. Baltimore, and Baltimore is just in front. And now left blank from between horses tries to rally. Rip It is battling hard on the inside. Very close here. It is Baltimore, Rip It. Baltimore finally gets away from Rip It. And left blank will be third. Transfer the funds was fourth. Nth Power was fifth. And they're off. Championship Alley burst out of the gate first. Kingston Pike in keeping the peace, and a Little Bay and Big Grinny in the back. Championship Alley in charge of the pace up front, gliding along with a 2.5 length advantage from Kingston Pike second and another 2. Keeping the peace just off the inside in third. Little Bay out of the rail racing in fourth. Another 4 back, and Big Grinny trails a dozen to make up now with 4 furlongs left to go. Championship Alley going solo from Kingston Pike in keeping the peace, and Little Bay is fourth. 7 lengths from the solo front runner now, and Big Grinny trailing the field into the far turn with 3 furlongs left to go. And Championship Alley uncontested up front from Kingston Pike, leads by 3, keeping the peace of the outside in third position. And back to Little Bay and far back to Big Grinny. Turning for home, Championship Alley flashed out on top, still has the lead, a solid 2.5. Outside now is Kingston Pike, and Kingston Pike is charging hard. Kingston Pike is coming gamely. Championship Alley's got to hang on, has a head in front. And here's Kingston Pike, Kingston Pike, Kingston Pike from Championship Alley, and Charlie Marquez to do it on Kingston Pike. Championship Alley was second, and keeping the peace was third, and Little Bay fourth. Minute 10.92 the time. In the rough. Clean break for award nominated, and Call It Love's got early speed 2 down to the inside. Awesome Dynamo to make 3, sorting out into the turn, and award nominated now back in third. Audio is next, and here is Lidstrom, the back of the pack with Mohafet on the inside. 7 or 8 lengths will cover front to back as they run past the 7-ace pole. It is Awesome Dynamo up top. Awesome Dynamo a neck in front from Call It Love. Second length and a half. Audio well settled in the early stages and award nominated. Lidstrom is the second last position gray, and Mohafet is in the back of the pack on the inside. Only still 5.5 lengths, covers Awesome Dynamo to the back marker, now the favorite Lidstrom. 5 furlongs out. Awesome Dynamo a length in front from Call It Love, and Audio with every chance from there in third. Mohafet on the inside, an award nominated, and Lidstrom still anybody's race heading into the far turn. 4 furlongs from the finish. And here's Call It Love coming back for more on the outside. Audio looming up there, 3 wide and ridden along. Awesome Dynamo is pressured to stay up there, and Mohafet is in fourth, and Lidstrom on the outside, and award nominated trailing the field. Midpoint on that final turn. Call It Love just in front from Audio, and it's another 3 back. Mohafet, Lidstrom on the outside, award nominated Awesome Dynamo. They turn in, and it's Call It Love. Call It Love has some stamina, opens up. Call It Love now 3 in front, getting away from Audio in second. Shifting it a bit is Lidstrom from third with 1 furlong left to go. Call It Love, and Audio keeps on plugging away on the outside. Has got the lead now. Audio, and Call It Love. Lidstrom is third. Here is Audio. Audio to do it for half length in front from Call It Love at the finish. Lidstrom was next, and Mohafet. Minute 45.37. In the gate. And they're off. Marvelous and Bird Tycoon. Here's Mosler's Image in between horses in third. Take it back just a bit there. Here's Makato racing up fourth and getting closer early to that first turn run. So Makato now within a length and a half of the front. Taken a little wide out there by Mosler's Image, who drifted out a little bit. It's Marvelous leading the way. Marvelous leads the pack, and Mosler's Image, Makato on the outside. Bird Tycoon, Arbutus racing fifth position. MAUREENLOVESFRANK at the outside. Rapidash Queen and Witty Banter trailing. Half dozen lengths will cover the field as 3 of them gang up across the track. It's Marvelous down to the inside, a narrow lead, as Mosler's Image is right alongside of between, and Makato on the outside. Arbutus is close fourth, and Bird Tycoon now finds room in between horses, gets off the inside. MAUREENLOVESFRANK moving up on the outside. MAUREENLOVESFRANK third and launching a nice rally as they round that far turn. MAUREENLOVESFRANK on the chase, and Makato has grabbed the lead. Makato, MAUREENLOVESFRANK in second. Mosler's Image is in third, and Arbutus is in fourth. Witty Banter fifth. Then back to Bird Tycoon and Rapidash Queen Marvelous suddenly drop back to last. So with a quarter of a mile left to run, they turn in, and Mikado a narrow lead. Maureen Loves Frank there on the outside. Maureen Loves Frank gets the head in front for a long and a half from the line. Center of the track is Witty Banter. Witty Banter's coming with a nice run too, gradually trying to wear them down and right up to even terms. It is Witty Banter. Witty Banter just in front from Maureen Loves Frank and Mikado and Mosler's Image fighting on. Going to be close to that place photo. Here's Witty Banter. Photo for place with Mosler's Image and Maureen Loves Frank, then Mikado and Rapidash Queen. Seven at 12-1 and a photo. Witty Banter. Senior Franklin Smith, Senior Ham Smith the trainer. Witty Banter. 5-year-old Gray Mare by Cross Traffic. Got a Humoristic by Sifa Piano. Bred in Kentucky by Mrs. Arturo Perez. And they're off. Determined Truth, Cost a Fortune has early speed. Outside there is Kimmy's Chardonnay into third. She is Whiskey down inside in fourth, and Frosty Brew's only 3 lengths from the speed up ahead. They are followed by Prima Ballerina. Next, then it's Mejor Amiga, another 5 lengths back. Isabella's Glory and Sullivan Street trailing on the inside. They move past the half-mile pole and into the turn. Cost a Fortune quickly challenged by Kimmy's Chardonnay there on the outside. It's Cost a Fortune, Kimmy's Chardonnay head-to-head for the lead, as Frosty Brew looms up on the outside in third, and Determined Truth right there a close fourth, and Prima Ballerina is in fifth, and Mejor Amiga is followed by She Is Whiskey, and back to Isabella's Glory and Sullivan Street trailing the field. They're at the top of the stretch, and it's Kimmy's Chardonnay a narrow lead, and Frosty Brew on the outside. Frosty Brew the one widest out of them all. Kimmy's Chardonnay trying to respond back on the inside. They're getting clear by 2.5 lengths from Determined Truth, is up the rail into third. Frosty Brew just in front. Frosty Brew with a 16th to go from Kimmy's Chardonnay. Determined Truth, the determined run up on the inside to grab second. It's Forest Boyce and Frosty Brew. Determined Truth out it was She Is Whiskey. It cost a fortune in the picture with Kimmy's Chardonnay and Isabella's Glory. 9 at a photo. On the Dahlia course, turf good. And they're off. Up here to clean break. Metacomio Macy's boy from the inside. Take Profit right up there, too. And U.S. Constitution firing up on the outside to make 4 across the course into the turn run. Just in behind the lead now is American Doro, and followed by Artistic Reason inside, and Bryce Canyon, the 2-path. No One to Blame and Super E. Racing to the back of the pack there. We have Call Me Plucky and Sassy King on the outside, and Beltway Bob is last of them all. 13-14 off the pace up ahead. Contested up front with Macy's boy that head in front from Menacomio on the outside, and Take Profit under a snug hold in 3rd position, and U.S. Constitution is in 4th. American Doro is next in 5th position. The inside is Bryce Canyon. Next is in between horses No One to Blame. Super E trying to close the gap from the back now in mid-flight, some 6 to 7 from the front. Sassy King is following that move, and Call Me Plucky racing back of the pack with Artistic Reason. Beltway Bob trying to get underway for the tail of the field as well. Open affair into the turn. Macy's boy. Here's Take Profit, who's find a seam now, and Take Profit, who's always had run, finds a seam between horses. Now maybe even terms with Macy's boy as they turn in. The outside is U.S. Constitution to join. 3 across the track as they're into the stretch. Take Profit, the outside, U.S. Constitution. They try to quicken up a little bit from Macy's boy, and American Doro to the center of the course, coming with a run to American Doro on the far outside. U.S. Constitution has the lead. U.S. Constitution, American Doro, Take Profit back in 3rd. U.S. Constitution to win a half length from American Doro. Then it was Take Profit, and then No One to Blame, and Beltway Bob. For 6 at a photo in a minute 40:69. And they're off. Romp stumbled there at the start, racing to the back of the pack. In fact, is last. Titanswell pops out first with Union General George. Tis mandated from in between horses, now taking the 3rd spot, and up against it moving forward as well. Romp is on the outside now, 2nd to last position, and only 4 off the speed, and Erawan trailing the field. They're led by Titanswell. Titanswell leading the way in the mile journey, a half length, as Union General George is quick on the scene on the outside, and 2nd Romp working up outside of up against it. In between horses, Tis Mandate is only 3 off the lead in tight there, and another 4 back, and Erawan trailing the field. Titans Will just at a moderate clip up front. Has Union General George there on the outside. Romp is moving third. Outside now, up against it, who's in fourth. Then it's Tis Mandate traveling in fifth, and a gap of 2, and Erawan in the back. Around that far turn, and Union General George leading the way. 3.5 furlongs out from Titans Will down to the rail and Romp. They're followed by Up Against It in fourth. Tis Mandate and Erawan trailing the field. Top of the stretch for the long run into the second finish line. Union General George turns in, and a length lead on Romp of the outside. Down to the fence is Titans Will willing, and under a ride there and Up Against It in the center of the track. Wide open affair. Romp trying to shift in just a little bit at Union General George. Up Against It out in the center of the track, and Titans Will. Union General George holding just for the final furlong, a neck in front. Up Against It on the outside. Up Against It, Union General George. Tis Mandate center of the track, and Romp down to the inside. Open affair. Yards to go. Romp in the photo. Romp in the photo with Union General George. Very tight. Can't tell. Second wire finish. Second wire finish, 5 1/2 on the all along course. And they're off. Kit Keller has early speed. Luna Antonia and Ballyhooly there on the outside, mixing it up too. A determined Starway running in the fourth spot. Outside is Princess Palmer in fifth. As Coffee Bean is up on the inside, they are White Knuckle Flyer. They're 5 or 6 off the pace. Back to Carolina Sun after Carolina Sun as That's Superstars in the back of the pack. Into the far turn where it's Kit Keller. Kit Keller that head in front from Ballyhooly and Princess Palmer up close in third position. Luna Antonio to the inside. A Determined Star is next. A break or two, White Knuckle Flyer, and That's a Superstar from last out widest on the course. They're into the stretch, quarter mile from home, and it's Kit Keller doing it willingly. And Kit Keller gets the cue to go on. Opens up under a hand ride. Furlong and a half look for to go. Kit Keller looking good. Luna Antonia now moving into the second spot, and White Knuckle Flyer down to the inside trying to take third. Determined Star on the far outside coming for a share two with a 16th to go. Kit Keller, Charlie Marquez and Kit Keller with White Knuckle Flyer bridging the gap late. Kit Keller going to do it. Kit Keller, White Knuckle Flyer. Then it was Luna Antonia third.